Hello, friends, and welcome to Collecting with Stan. I'm your host, Stan. Today, just a little video. Great, my camera's already freaking out. I got to figure out something better. I'm really beginning to get down on, I can't seem to get anything to record right. I buy a new camera to try and make better quality, like tabletop reviews, and it doesn't work right. And I don't know if it's operator error, which, hey, that very well could be. I'm not the most tech savvy individual in the world, or if it's just the camera's not working right, So I don't want to turn it back in, because when you just do like distance and stuff, it does really good. So I don't know if maybe I just bought the wrong camera, which wouldn't surprise me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the smartest person in the world when it comes to tech stuff. But yeah, I just thought this would be, I'm going to start doing a Sunday video. My Sunday video is going to be like a slice of life type video. This one is what's going on in my life and channel update. My life, just basically getting over being sick. Haven't went and picked up comic books in, 2 weeks. When I go in this Wednesday, I'll be picking up 3 weeks worth on New Comic Book Day there on Wednesday. I've been staying pretty busy with knives, cleaning up knives. I just got in 11 knives that were pretty bad shape. I'll show you one. This kind of shows you the condition of them. The stacked leather's pretty nasty. And look at that blade. So learning different ways of cleaning things up, taking them, cleaning them up. Got a smoking deal on them, though. I mean, and that's the extreme one. Most of them aren't that bad, but they all have a little bit of rust on them. Here's one I've cleaned up. The sheath and everything looks way better. And they're just frost cutlery stuff, but, you can still see a little bit. But I definitely brought it back, so it's good looking. I was actually amazed at how well the sheath turned out. The sheath looked like, honestly, I don't know how to describe it. I don't look like a dog turd, That cleaned up really well. Some Ballistol, little elbow grease. I got to put a new, not latch, but God, I just eBayed them, looked them up on Amazon too. Snap on it. I'll probably redo both pieces, so it's brand new. So that's been going okay. Here's one I'm currently working on. This one wasn't nearly as bad. Trying to get the camera light to play nice. But, I'm currently working on bringing the blade back totally. It's getting there. Takes time. The brass was really tarnished and looked really bad for the brass guard and the pommel. But, it's getting there. It's not perfect, and they're all cheaper Pakistani. But what I wanted, I bought them because I wanted to learn how to do, more extensive knife cleanups and not be doing it on an expensive knife. Because I'm really hoping this summer maybe I'll get to some flea markets and stuff, and maybe I'll find some vintage American-made knives that are relatively rough that I can bring back, because now I know how to, if that makes sense. But with me, yeah, just basically getting over being sick. My poor wife's going back to the doctor again tomorrow. She just cannot get rid of this cough. It hit me really hard for about a week, really, really hard for like 2 days. I mean, I was just down. I was like, no school, it was bad. But it's just, that's life. We all, deal with that. There's some, I know here in Michigan, there is definitely some crud going around right now. The good news is all the tests came back negative for flu, COVID, everything, RSV, all the other garbage going around. So it's just some mysterious virus we got. Ooh, goody. You know what sucks about that? The last time we heard that was just prior to the pandemic. Yeah, literally, my wife works for the airlines, and she went in and I went in, and we was both just sicker than a dog. And the doctor's like, well, yeah, it's not the flu or this. So it's some virus that's got to run its course. Yeah. But, hopefully it's nothing that stupid. Just been trying to live life, trying to figure out my channel. This is a piece of life and also channel update, trying to figure out my channel. I don't know where I fit in, you know. I love comic books still. I still do comic books. The knife community, the not modern, but the traditional folder knife community, you know, I watch a bunch of their stuff. I watch a few modern knife community people too, but it doesn't seem to get reciprocated. You know, I don't seem to get too many people watching my channel back. I think a lot of that is I've realized that in the traditional knife community, they really like to exchange stickers. So I got to get some stickers made, but I'm not sure if I'm going to change my you know, Stan's Collectors Universe that's up there, because it's no longer Stan's Collectors Universe. It's Collecting with Stan. So I got to reach out to my guy that made that for me and see if he can come up with something new and, you know, something that kind of puts it like, you know, collecting stuff, or I just got to piece together something and figure it out. I really like having original artwork though, like that. That's pretty cool in my little channel, you know, logo. So I'll probably try to reach out to Squatchy Comics if you anybody else wants one. He's on Instagram. Good guy. His prices are fair. But yeah, this I'm not quite sure where I fit in. You know, this is a collectibles channel because I collect way too many things. Come this summer, spring summer, I'm going to be getting a couple of my vintage vehicles out. People that's watched my channel for a long time know I have a 65 Mustang, 62 Ford F100 4x4, 1923 Model T delivery truck. It's not a hot rod. It's just bone stock. And a 1969 Volkswagen Beetle, 1973 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale. Got a 77 Alfa Romeo Spider that I got to rebuild. I got too much crap. I got a John Deere 70 in the backyard and a Farmall H I got to redo. So it's time to get going on those. You know, it's been over a year since I retired, medically retired. I'm kind of getting used to what my body can handle, you know, and I can no longer do like 6 to 8 hours in a day of working on something, because if I do, I'm down for like 2 to 3 days. Like I don't move. It's like, you know, I sit on a heating pad on my neck and back. You know, it's like even right now I have icy hot on my neck and upper back trying to help. You know, so that's Piece of Life channel update. But so there's going to be like videos on, you know, will this start getting it back out? I mean, none of those have been started. My wife and I have been married 25 years. And when I put them all into storage was at least 23 years ago. She's never ridden in any of them on the road other than the Delta 88 Royale. That was her dad's car, the 73. It's now her car, but it's our car. You know what I mean? So, and that was put in storage. Gosh, my father-in-law this year's been gone 17 years. So it was at least 18 years ago that got put into storage also. So, you know, it'll be some fun Will It Run videos. You know, I have a Gravely riding tractor I have to rebuild the engine on. I have another Gravely riding tractor that I have to replace the head gaskets on the engine. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of interesting content. And, you know, I was a ASE master certified automotive technician. So I'm pretty good at mechanical stuff, and I can hopefully make some interesting content for you all to watch. I know that's not necessarily collectibles, but it is collectibles because they're old tractors and they're old, you know, so kind of like that. I really got to start working on some baseball cards, trying to get my complete Topps baseball set from my birth year, 1972 on up. I'm missing, I'm probably still missing 16 years, and a bunch of them are the more pricey ones, 72, 73, 74, 75, and then some of the more closer, newer ones that aren't too bad. So, you know, I got to start trying to work on those. I want to get my coin collection going again. I truly, truly enjoy numismatics. My problem is I start focusing on other stuff and I fall away from that. So, you know, for me, I'm trying to find a balance, not only for my life, but also for this channel. I want to keep this channel interesting. I want to keep people enjoying it. I want to keep not only my new knife friends enjoying it and people that like my shorts enjoying it, but also my comic book friends that were my first 500 and some subs. And, you know, and then also hopefully gain some new subs in the other areas. But, you know, I just, I guess right now I'm struggling. Like I said, I'm struggling to try and figure out exactly where I fit in. Um, you know, it'll happen. It'll happen. It's kind of like, you know, my channel's never grown real fast. So, you know, I get excited because I find something that works and I get a bunch of views and I'm happy. And so I keep doing it as long, and then it dies. It doesn't work the same no more. And I don't know if that's the algorithm gets changed or it's just people get tired of seeing kind of sort of the same type of things for me. And, you know, and I want to be more than the channel that's just like, you know, I mean, it's awesome to go and I enjoy going, hey, look at this knife I picked up. Isn't it cool? This is a Queen Cutlery Trapper USA made, beautiful brown bone, brown saw cut bone. Beautiful knife. But, you know, that is fun to do and it's fun to get things in. But the problem you run into is you start spending so much money and then you get so much crap, which I already have. I've talked about that my comic books downstairs, I got a mess. I right now have knives all over the place. My wife literally set an ultimatum the other day. I went to my counselor, and every quarter I try to take my wife going with me to my counselor. Because, you know, sometimes we're blind to stuff that we're doing. We don't realize it. And boy, my wife's like, he's got knives on both couches and he's got knives all over the kitchen table. And, you know, I wanted to go, hey, what you talking about? But the reality is the truth. All I could do is go, when my counselor looked at me, I just went, yep. And she's like, what do you think you should do? And I'm like, well, I should probably clean them up because I, you know, it's kind of bothering me too, but I didn't realize how much is bothering my wife. And, you know, and rightfully so. You know, she should feel that she can, you know, not only have to sit in her chair, but she could lay on one of the couches if she wants to, or if we have friends over, there's places. And our table was just, honestly, when I cleaned the table off, I did not realize how much crap I had on the table. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. You just keep piling more stuff until all of a sudden, yeah, you know, and you know, and then my counselor talked about, am I becoming a hoarder? And I said, no, I don't think so. And my wife even agreed. She doesn't think so. You know, she just thinks that I sometimes get, like I was saying, you know, you buy so many things and they come in so quickly, you kind of sort of get overwhelmed, especially when you already don't have a storage solution set up for it. You know, like I got to get a set of shelves set up downstairs for my knives. And I don't have that at this time. So, you know, you kind of, yeah, you kind of, you know what I'm saying? You almost get overwhelmed. And then I already deal with some, you know, depression due to chronic pain, clinical depression due to chronic pain, and PTSD, which I didn't even know I really had until I was diagnosed with a little over a year ago. I just thought everybody was like the way I am with it. And I found out I'm wrong. You know, so I already deal with some stuff, and sometimes it's very easy for me to get overwhelmed. I hate admitting it. It sucks because in my mind, being a, you know, prior active duty Marine, I should be able to do anything and conquer anything. But the reality is that sometimes you just can't, you know, so I need to start being smarter on my approaches. Plus, you know, I see so many channels out there, not only comic book, not knives, but all of them, a bunch of them that, you know, they keep going over and showing kind of the same things, but just in different settings or talking. And, you know, if you watch my channels before, you know, I enjoy talking. So, you know, I'm trying to, I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to get the best of all worlds, not just both worlds, but all worlds. You know, I want to be able to just sit down and some days have a day like this where I just chat with you. Oh, yeah, I might show a couple comic books, might show a couple knives. I might show whatever I'm dealing with and working with that day. I might show, you know. But I also want the hobby aspects to be there too. And, you know, I want this to be a real life channel, and it is a real life channel, you know. I'm not perfect by any means. I struggle with a lot of things, uh, you know, but one of the things I struggle with is honestly making friends. I don't get out of the house a lot. I don't really like leaving my house a lot. I am really good at making excuses not to leave my house. That's something I got to work on. And it's sad to say, because prior to the Marine Corps, I never wanted to be home. I was out everywhere doing something, and then, yeah, your perspective changes sometimes when things happen in life. But that's neither here nor there. It's just, like I said, this is what's going on in my life and a channel update. But basically the channel update is what you're probably going to be seeing consistently from this channel is 2 shorts every day and 1 video. That's what I'd like to try and do. It might change sometimes. Sometimes there might be an extra video. Sometimes there might be an extra short. Depends on how I feel or what happens. Sometimes it just might be 3 shorts. It might be 3 videos. Hell, I don't know. It'll depend on what's coming in, what's going on in life. Currently, I got some more knives came in. I got some more knives still on order that haven't came in. I got 2 boxes of comic books in the other room from economicsandcomics.com that were FOC orders for last week and this week. So those are going to get open sometime this week. Might do those in 2 separate videos because they're big boxes of comics. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to pick up my comic books this Wednesday. If not, then it probably won't be. You probably won't see any comic books as far as new that day comic books till next week. Did our income taxes, found out we owe Uncle Sam a nice chunk of change. Sometimes retiring and not getting your taxes numbers exactly right, and then also having a couple big wins at a casino, you don't end up winning quite as much as you thought you won at the end of the year. But that's neither here nor there. We'll get Uncle Sam paid, and it is what it is. You just got to keep moving forward, and sometimes you get knocked down. It's just what matters in life is getting back up, and hopefully doing it somewhat gracefully. But if you can't do it gracefully, at least get back up. Well, shoot, I've been mumbling for over 17 minutes. I just want to tell you all thank you so much for watching the channel. I appreciate it. The friendships I have developed on here, I appreciate. Just thank you for all that you do. Thank you for watching and subscribing and sharing and commenting. It is appreciated. With that being said, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.